A sickly sounding Trump stunned Fox News hosts by alluding to Obama's a Muslim, but let's not talk about that. And Fox hosts were desperate to control Donald Trump. Now, this interview just hours ago on Fox and Friends was ostensibly to honor the memory of deceased Senator Lindsey Graham. Trump ranted, raved, and just generally made no sense, like a complete clown show. The hosts tried and very seriously failed to keep him on topic. And here is Trump talking about how Obama was terrible on Iran. And he was on the Iranian side because he's well, let's not say. Trump stopping short of saying he's a Muslim.
If you look for 47 years, they've been tapping people along, presidents. Every president got tapped along, didn't do anything, and they became more and more powerful. This should have been done 47 years ago. Shouldn't have been allowed to start. But Clinton let him go, and Bush let him go. Everybody let him go, and Obama was the worst of all because Obama actually went to their side. Obama, because, you know, he's a, well, let's not say. Let's leave that for another time. He was terrible.
And of course, there is Trump suggesting Obama was on the side of Iran, not the United States, because Obama's well, let me not say he's a Muslim. The most sort of stupid aspect of this is that Trump's best hope is a deal with Iran that isn't even as strong as the one Obama got. So what's just like beyond belief is, if you just go like, let's just for a second theoretically accept everything Trump is saying. Obama was on the side of Iran during that negotiation because Obama's a Muslim and he likes Iran better than the United States. Even if you accept all that, Obama still ended up with a stronger deal than the best scenario Trump is likely to get, because it has been disaster after disaster with Trump in trying to get anything back in place. So if Obama's deal was the result of Obama being a Muslim with secret loyalties to Iran over the United States, why isn't Trump going to get even as good a deal as that? It's pathetic. It's humiliating. It's all made up. This is a president who's speaking this way. Trump again talking. Remember, this interview was supposed to be about Lindsey Graham. Trump goes, we need to be reimbursed for the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to get paid. Is it open or closed? Nobody knows.
We hit him very hard last night. Every time they send a drone, we hit him very hard.
The war that is over is involving people hitting others very hard. Wow.
But we had a deal. What nobody knows, we had a deal. It was a done deal. And then they broke it. They always break it. We've had 10 deals with these people.
Nasty.
And so we're just going to hit them very hard. And we're gonna keep the Strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the Strait. Maybe we'll call it the guardian angel of the Strait. And we should be reimbursed for that. When we do that, we're going to be reimbursed because the other nations are very wealthy. They're on our side. And we can't be expected to do that for nothing, unlike we had for many years. You know, we guarded the Strait for 50 years more, and we never got paid for it. They made all the money, and the United States was just, they wouldn't. It's amazing. It's we never made. We guarded it for nothing, and now we're going to guard it. We're going to get paid for guarding it. A lot of money, but we just.
This is a delusional person. This is a person who is completely disconnected from reality. And remember that it was all over, and now Trump's back to, we're hitting him hard. We're going to figure out what's going to happen with the Strait. You signed a letter 3 weeks ago. I thought we were done with this, but of course we're not. It's the most ended war in history, which is back on. Donald Trump, in a moment of totally criminal egocentrism and mania, says that no one understood better than Trump how the ear bleeds. And this is, of course, related to the Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt against him. He's just so smart. He knows all about the ear.
They saw what was happening. Everybody saw very quickly. I knew exactly what was happening. There was nothing. It was amazing how I understood exactly, and I knew it was the ear. They thought it was all over because the ear bleeds. Some little fact. You'll ask your doctor who's fantastic, by the way. Just gave the report on Lindsey. He's such a great guy and such a great doctor. But you'll ask him. It has to do with cartilage. The ear bleeds more than.
It's got to do with cartilage.
So I got hit in the ear, and it was a bloody mess. But I knew I only got hit there, and they thought I got hit at many different locations because of the blood, the amount of blood. And, they blew it. They blew it because of the one thing.
just random words. And then finally, just to give you a sense that really this tells the story of the entire interview. Here is Lawrence Jones desperately trying to get a question in, desperately trying to slow Trump down. Because remember, they're supposed to be remembering Lindsey Graham. And Trump is ranting about the Save America Act and proof of citizenship. Lawrence Jones simply can't do it.
Years, and if you terminate the filibuster, everything goes away, and we do anything we want. We pass everything we want, and the Democrats are going to do it. And he started to see that because he was against, because everyone's sort of against. Not everybody, 20% were against. He was one, and now he was starting to say, terminate the filibuster. Otherwise, we're going to have these continued ridiculous, crazy, Trump deranged. They're Trump deranged. These people suffer from a very fine disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, and he was seeing that. And
Mr. President,
so
did you
He
notice
was really come a long way on the terminating the filibuster, which is the single smartest thing we could do, because then you'd get everything. That's bigger. But even if we took the small loaf, and the small loaf is the Save America Act. And it's very simple. It's voter ID.
I'm not going to play the full 14 minutes. Narcissistic sociopathy, not an overstatement for what is happening. The death of a senator, and it's all me. Lindsey was with me on this, and he wasn't so much with me on that, but it's okay because then we figured out this other thing. Endless. And if you think the interview was bad, just wait until you see what happened on Truth Social. Most scams do not feel random. Scammers may know your name, your city, a relative, where you work, and suddenly the message that you get sounds a lot more believable. And a lot of that information is found online, and it's just sitting there waiting for bad actors to use it against you. This is why our sponsor, Incogni, works to remove all of that information from hundreds of websites and databases that have it, so that scammers have nothing to work with. Incogni automatically sends removal requests to hundreds of sites that have your personal info. They will follow up again and again until it's gone. My favorite feature is custom removals with the unlimited plan. You find your info anywhere, strange directory, obscure website, not on their master list of databases. You submit it, a link and a screenshot, and they will work to get it removed for you. Scammers and spammers can't bother you if they can't find you. And I am getting no spam calls anymore. And I've always been using Incogni. I would recommend it to anybody. Go to incogni.com/Pakman. Use the code Pakman for 60% off the annual plan. The link is in the description.